All right, welcome back to Minecraft with Jared and Dan on Grab a Gear. This is your host Dan. Today we're going to be making a basic XP farm. So we're going to want to start with our initial 4 block setup here. As you can see, I did one block, just 4 blocks in a row. Then I put down some slabs on top. That way the mobs will have a spot to fall on when they're coming down out of the shaft here. And we're going to build up 22 blocks high on all 4 corners. So we're making a column they can fall down into from the top here because we don't want them to fall down and die. We want them to fall down and be injured. That way we can have the final slash on them with whatever weapon or tool you're going to use. That way they'll drop their XP and whatever loot they happen to have. But as you can see, we do 4 as the inside column, and then we'll do 2 on the outside of each one of those. You want to make sure you're doing 22 high, and if they end up falling down and dying, that means you just need to raise up your base there a little bit. But with the inside, you have the 4 blocks on the space, and then you're going to build up on either side 22 high on the outside, with the 4 being your falling inside column. As you see here, I'm removing the base of the outside, so I'll still have my one on the base with the 2 slabs, so you'll be able to attack them from the inside. Then once at the top, you're going to want to build 8 blocks out on all 4 sides of your tower here, and that'll be the main area where the water will set that'll force the mobs down into the center column. So those 4 pieces sticking out there, that's going to be the base of it. And then we're going to build up 2 blocks on the end each one there, and that'll be where the water will sit. That'll force them down. So these 4 pieces sticking off here, those will be your interior pieces. Now we're going to build up our base floor for the mobs will actually spawn on the inside there. As you can see here, I'm building my exterior piece. Now I'm building the channel ways. So we'll have our 2 block wide area we had. Now we're building up the section where the wall is going to sit on. So here we go. Here's the channels being built. These channels will get the water to flow towards the center where the mobs will actually fall into. As you can see, it's going to be too high for these. Then we'll put some trapdoors on top, but this will force the mobs to fall into these channels that'll funnel them down towards the center that'll fall down at the bottom so you can get your XP from them. Put some water on either side. As you can see, it's 8 across. So, ooh, I messed up that one. But with it being 8 blocks from the center, the water won't spill down and fall all the way and protect the mobs. It'll just force them down to fall into the center channel there. Now we can build up our floor here where we can actually get our mobs to spawn. So we'll fill in this entire section on all 4 quadrants. And this will be the base of the flooring where the mobs will actually spawn on. You're going to want to do this with all 4 sections, of course. That way we'll have a nice big square in the sky at the top of this tower here. And this is just a very basic mob farm here. So you won't get a lot of experience, but it'll just be enough that if you need a early in game, as long as you have cobblestone and some water, some and wood for trapdoors, you'll be able to do it pretty easily. And even though I'm doing in creative mode, you can still just tower up and do this, and then have an extra water bucket. That way you can fall off the side there if you need to. Now that our exterior wall, we're going to go too high on the outside as well, and then we'll roof over the top of this so the mobs will spawn inside with a 2 block height. Go ahead and build our roof on top now. And then you don't have to put trapdoors down on the inside, but it'll drastically increase the amount of mobs that'll actually fall down because this will let them think there's something to walk on there. So they'll try to walk across, thinking there's an extra piece there. That'll force them into the water. Otherwise, you'll just have to wait for them to either jump off or fall in. But with the trapdoors, they'll just automatically walk across like the floor's still there. There we go. That's the inside of it finished. Now we'll end up bricking off the roof. You want to make sure you definitely enclose the entire area, otherwise you won't have any mobs spawning in. That way there's no sun to keep them in because you want it completely dark on the interior here. As you can see, I have a sweet pyramid in the background because why not? You can already see it getting a little dark on the inside there, but we want it completely pitch black on the inside. So, bloop, there we go. So we'll top it off. We'll put some lots and lots of torches. You don't need to go. This is just so overkill by far. But you just want to keep mobs from spawning on top. You want them to all spawn on the inside. But and there we go. Just a few more torches on top. And now, as you can see, we have the basics of it built. Already have mobs spawning at the base because it's underneath the sunlight, of course. But so we'll put some torches down. We'll get rid of these. That way you can actually see what's coming down out of the tower. Need a sweet sword since I didn't have one apparently. Get rid of all these guys and then we'll kick it over into hardcore so you can actually see how much experience we're going to get from everything else spawning as it falls down from the mob spawner. As you can see, there's already one there at the base. And it looks like I went one too many blocks high. I think I did 23 instead of the actual 22. So a few of them are survived, but others haven't. Then there's the Enderman just trying to grief on me. Oh no, I died. But we'll run back over there real quick, and then we'll take up our base 1 block. That way we'll actually have a 22 drop height. That way we can actually get the experience from them. Maybe I should have built this a little closer, a little bit of ways away. I thought it was a black and white sheep, but it was just two of them. Ooh, a cow. And there we go. A bunch of the stuff for me dying earlier. As you can see, there's no real mobs at the base here because I did go one block too many. So we'll fix that. We'll see him up there's falling and dying, and we don't want that. There's the Enderman just giving me trouble again. But as you can see, the skeletons fall. We don't want them to die from fall damage. We just want them to be injured. So we'll take this up one block, which is a really easy fix, like I did. So we'll just add one more level. We'll do a base, and then we'll put some slab down on top again, right here. And this will keep them from being able to escape, because it'll give them that nice little half block that they won't be able to get out of the base of the tower. As you can see, they're taking damage and they're not dying, which is what we want. And there we go. Just one hit as they fall down. They're not dying from the impact, so they drop whatever they have when you attack them, and you get their experience from them now. Now it's just a waiting game. As you can see, I'm at level 7 right now. There's a zombie, there's a skeleton, and their health's already diminished when they get to the bottom there, so it's just a waiting game for them to spawn up on the top, and they get pushed down to the column by the water, and you just gotta grind away with a little bit of time. Not super fancy, just super basic, but it'll get you a few more levels if you're just trying to get that very beginning of the experience. As you can see, we're sped up here in this, but yeah, it's just a little bit of a waiting game. So if you have other things to do, if you have a farm nearby or something like that, you can do as long as you're not too far away. They'll just continue to spawn up top and then they'll fall down. So we had a creeper and a skeleton there, and I'm just getting hammered with these slimes. There's another zombie. Ooh, a couple zombies. Spider. Looks like we got a bow and some bones, so you can make some bone meal for that farm you're gonna have by it. But as you can see, I'm already up to level 12, and granted it'd be twice as long as this video took so far because we're at 2 speed, but not bad. Oh no, a creeper blew up. Let me put one of my slabs back down. But very basic, just takes a little bit of patience, and you just kind of hang out here if you just need some quick levels without having to go mining or go attack them somewhere else. Because as long as you have a wall built up, you're pretty much safe, especially if this is going to be near your base or your house. And there we go. The Enderman got me. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.